This week we're going to tell you about one of the two general aviation airports that we have in our community, Shannon Airport. All right, so today we're here with Luke Curtis at the Shannon Air Museum, which is at the Shannon Airport, which is in Spotsylvania County, right over the line of Fredericksburg. So why don't we just start, Luke, with just tell us about the history of the Shannon Airport, how it came to be.
And so Sidney Shannon Jr. Started this airport in 1950 to honor his father. It became a very valued commodity here in the area in Spotsylvania. Mm-hmm. I hadn't been around the airport until 2004, and Mr. Shannon had passed away. By the time 2004 came, the airport was in disrepair. The two people that owned it, who worked for Mr. Shannon, did a great job keeping it an airport. Billy Toombs and Robert Stanley. I saw the airport as a historical landmark in this area, and I really wanted to see it restored. Out of 66 airports in Virginia, this airport was 18. And we're talking about Dulles, DCA, Norfolk. Obviously, they're way bigger than this. But in economic impact in the state study, Shannon was 18th in the state, which is pretty neat because it was above some airports that you'd think, wow, that's amazing, it's above that airport. For traffic. The traffic has increased here 50-fold since we restored it. So it is really it's one of the most popular airports on the East Coast right now for GA.
And you came to, you've owned the airport then now since?
My wife and I bought the airport in 2014, February, at Shannon, just a little over a mile out of town on 2 and 17. A lot of people don't realize the airport's that close to the city.
Yeah.
So we're right out of town on 2 and 17. Mm-hmm.
So as far as you mentioned, like the location, talk about how this location from a general aviation perspective, like just the convenience and sort of how many places you can get to pretty quickly from here.
Yeah, it's, they say a mile of road will take you nowhere, but a mile of runway will take you everywhere. So really from this area, I mean, we're in a great location, the center of the country, really we are. With certain aircraft, you can get to Miami from here and out of this airport in 3.5 hours, and you can get to Maine in 2. So you can get out west to Missouri in 2. General aviation is so important for business. We talked about that, and we have when we got here, we only had 50 hangars that had planes in them. Now you have 118 hangars with aircraft in them. You have 100 aircraft flying, 100 flying aircraft. And we've become a regular stop. And that's helping out the economic stability of the county. And it is a public airport. It's privately owned, but it's a public airport. There's 8 public, privately owned airports in the state of Virginia, and we're one of 8. But we're part of the 66 airports of the state. So.
Okay. Yeah. That just means that anybody can land here.
It's public. Anybody can land. Yeah. We are required to keep it to public standards. Okay. And so we have lighting that we fixed up and approaches that we have, and we're working on new things too. So it's a shorter runway, but it's a very nice runway. It's wide. It's a nice runway, especially for flight lessons. We have a very active flight school here.
Okay.
So anyway,
so you get business travelers and just sort of recreational pilots.
We do.
Yeah, great. Well, it's a great asset again. Great asset for the whole region. Certainly, it's in Spotsylvania County. We're proud of it in the city of Fredericksburg too, being right over the line. Okay, yeah, so come check it out, 3380 Airport, Shannon Airport Circle.
Yep.
And have something to eat at the Robin's Nest Cafe. And Luke, congratulations to everything that you and Kim have done.
But thank you, Kim and I, we're thankful and grateful that God gave us the ability to do this as stewards in the community.
Okay, well thank you, Luke, again. And that'll do it for this week's edition. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next week. Be sure to click on the notification below and the bell, and you'll receive an email every time that we come out with a new video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.